Everyone, how you There we go. How you doing?
But I like my Haunted Mansion stuff.
Yeah.
They can't see our
Well, they can see the Haunted
precious
Mansion.
Haunted Mansion stuff.
Hello, Mike Wheeler. How you doing? Can you want to get your phone so we can actually see what's going on?
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, that way we can actually see the chat. How are you doing, Mike?
What I'm gonna do is open it up. I need my glasses, so I'll be right back. I can't see.
In the meantime, I'll just go ahead and say welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Dose of Disney. I hope the sound is okay. We're doing it from the living room today. Hey, Mr. Fuzz. How you doing, Rob? Good to have you. Hi, Samantha.
Okay, where is that?
He's just looking at.
How do you go to it? Your channel.
Yeah, go to the channel and
Click
on there. And there we are. And turn down the volume.
So I gotta turn down the volume.
Yeah, we don't need to have the commercial there.
And then I could skip the ad.
There we go. We're skipping our own ads.
Oh, I
love those pictures. Oh,
okay, here we go.
Okay,
And
Rob,
that's,
here, take a look at that. Take a look closely, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Those are not pictures. They're actually tapestries. Yeah, we love our Haunted Mansion tapestries. Doug got them on a special deal. When Disneyland was doing their 50th anniversary, they had some great deals after the anniversary. So things were like really heavily discounted. So hi, Mar. Hello, Jonathan. How's everyone doing?
Okay. So we have Samantha, Mike Wheeler, Mr. Fuzz, Samantha, Judy, and Mr. Sunshine. He has to do it later.
Is at 6. Oh, okay.
Samantha, Judy Hazel, Vanna, Mike, Rob Fuzz, Samantha, Rob Fuzz, Alyssa, T. Marie,
Surfer Girl,
T. Marie.
Saw a lot of people that were in the chat with Dizzard Dream and Myers and the Mouse.
The 5 foolish tapestries. Oh, that's hysterical. Yeah, I forgot.
Hey, Chris.
You forgot about my collection?
Yeah.
That's sad.
So,
Fisher Fun Ventures, Pam.
Hello.
A mouse.
Hi, Dougie. How you doing?
Blue Nose. That's Chris, the airplane guy.
Yeah.
Candy Mom.
Okay. So tell you what. Let's go ahead and get started with today's information for the Daily Dose of Disney.
Okay.
We're actually sitting here in the living room.
Oh, the grand foyer.
Yeah. We're here because I scheduled everything on the phone, and the phone would not transfer the information to the computer. So I thought, let's go ahead and just keep it on the phone. Let me know, is the sound okay? If not, I can get microphones, but I don't know if the microphones work on live broadcast.
I have no idea.
But I hope the sound is okay, everyone. Just let us know. Okay, Jonathan says it's good. Everything looks great. Thanks, Rob.
Okay, everybody seems to be behaving. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks. Okay, on this day, April 23rd, 2020, it is time for the Daily Dose of Disney in 1923.
Wow, that's far up. That's
1923. Yeah, well, this is the beginning of the Disney Brothers studio. Laughograms.
D23,
yeah. Where Dougie got his name, Waltograms. This was Laughograms. It was on this day that child actress Virginia Davis signed a contract, and it gave her 5% of all the receipts for the film Alice's Wonderland, which she starred in. Now, her family moved from Kansas City to Los Angeles so that in the summer of 24, summer of 1924, she could begin working full-time for Walt Disney. Of course, she didn't last very long at that.
No, she didn't.
Let's face it, Laughograms didn't last long.
No, they couldn't make any money off of it.
No. So let's go forward to, hi, Pam.
Oh, Pam's here. Yeah, everybody's here. Everybody's saying all their pleasantries to each other.
I'm catching the chat here on the side.
I'm trying to hold and pay attention at the same time. It's really hard.
So in 1957, now you know that Doug and I are huge Disneylanders. We love everything about vintage Disneyland. Even going back to 1957, I never got to experience this because, well, I wasn't born yet when this one happened. 1957, on this day, the Midget Autopia opened at Disneyland. It was the third and smallest Autopia track that was open at that time. They had the regular Tomorrowland Autopia that everyone could do, the adults. There was a junior one in Fantasyland that opened in 1956, but the Midget one was for even smaller children that could take their own cars around. The Midget Autopia was located right next to Storybook Land canal boats at the time. So if you were to look here now at Disneyland, the Storybook Land canal boats would be on the left as you're walking toward It's a Small World, and then it was just to the right of that. So in the area that eventually became part of the walkway of Small World, because if I'm not mistaken, it was in 1966 that the Midget Autopia closed. And so while I was born during that time, I was still too small to drive a car at that point because I was still just a babe in arms the first time I went to Disneyland in 1965.
I was not even a zygote for 10 years.
So the midget closed in April of 1966, and it was donated to the city of Marceline.
Okay, Richard, I'll get to it. He's sassing at me.
Oh,
Get on
yeah.
with the thumbnail.
We just got home. I was at my office until just a little bit ago. We went to lunch, and then we got home just a few minutes before the Daily Dose was starting. So we'll get right on that, Richard.
It's still scary out there.
I promise. Yeah, it's very scary. We were driving on our highway just from out on Highway 4 in Contra Costa County, and some people are treating it like the Daytona 500. There were people driving over 100 miles an hour around us. It is absolutely dangerous out there on the freeways here in California, in Northern California. Same thing's happening in Southern California.
They think it's fast and furious out here, and the highway patrol is even telling everybody to stop it, but people don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Midget Autopia was donated to Marceline, but unfortunately it didn't last long because of the cost of insurance as well as maintenance. They just couldn't make it work. So they closed it and dismantled the whole thing. The cars sat in the old family barn of the farm that the Disneys used to own. And unfortunately, those cars just kind of disintegrated. They could have sold them and made a lot of money, but collectors love that kind of thing. I know.
Yep.
I would have loved to.
Mike, thanks for reminding me a week from tomorrow is my birthday.
Oh.
He's
Sorry,
making
Anna,
sure
I was
everything-
trying to get back to Pennsylvania before you.
Yeah, PA before the stream I have, that's Stacy Rogers.
Oh, but I have a lead
left
foot.
No.
1969, on this day, they were continuing with the recording of music, but they also started doing various sound effects for the Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
So who knows? Yep, the Haunted Mansion. Everyone
Everybody,
there. If you
is-
missed it there are our tapestries. This is our Haunted Mansion wall. You'll even see the sign for the attraction there.
I just like the attraction.
And then there's the attraction poster for Disneyland.
They're amazing. They're real full-on 3-foot tapestries.
Yeah. I'll do a little close-up of them after we're done talking here. I'll take you on a little tour of the stuff there, do a little show and tell. Yeah, it's one of my faves too, Richard.
That's really cool.
I love the Haunted Mansion.
This is the 50th anniversary swag from Disneyland.
On this day in 1983, Fantasy in the Sky. That's what the fireworks used to be called at Disneyland. But they opened at Tokyo Disneyland for the first time on this day in 1983.
Were they also in Florida, Fantasy in the Sky? Was it everybody Fantasy in the Sky?
I don't know what the fireworks were called in Florida at that time, but I know in Disneyland they were Fantasy in the Sky. It was Fantasy in the Sky until 1999.
Hey guys,
That's what they called it.
Picks behind you. They're tapestries. Thank you, Monarch.
Yeah, thanks.
Jonathan,
Thanks,
you.
Garrett.
Surfer Girl, thank you. They are amazing.
1986, on this day, there was a groundbreaking ceremony for a wonderful resort at Walt Disney World. I've never stayed there, but I have eaten at that place. I had high tea.
Surfer Girl.
The Grand Floridian had their grand
Thank you.
groundbreaking ceremony on this day in 1986, and it opened a little over 2 years later. It took a while.
What,
to
2
build
years
it.
to build the?
It took a little over 2 years to
Grand
build
Flow?
the Grand Flow.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of detail to it. It's based on a hotel called the Hotel del Coronado in Southern California, in the town of Coronado, just over the bridge from San Diego. Beautiful resort. Now that place I have stayed at. That was a wonderful treat.
Which one?
When I stayed at the Hotel del Coronado in
Oh,
Southern
yes,
California. I love that hotel. Just
I haven't been there.
just an old classic hotel.
Love the Grand Flow at Christmas time. Yes.
Yes,
That's-
it smells like gingerbread everywhere.
That's the main reason in 2021
Yeah.
is I'm obsessed to going at Christmas time. I've gone to Walt Disney World enough but I told him our main big trip will be during the Christmas
Okay,
time.
Mike says it used to be Fantasy in the Sky in Walt Disney
Okay,
World
so
as
it's
well.
just a Fantasy in the Sky.
Magic Kingdom used to do Fantasy. Thank you, Mike.
And then they stopped it in 2000 in Disneyland with Believe There's Magic in the Stars, which I think is one of the best fireworks shows out
I
there.
loved Believe There's Magic in the Stars. I bet Richard liked that one too.
I also believe there's Magic in the Stars fireworks at Disneyland after Fantasy ended.
See,
Yeah,
I knew it.
Fantasy ended, and then every year after 2000 was a theme.
When I was living in Southern California in the mid 90s, they had Fantasy in the Sky. They did this whole spotlight thing too. And they were looking for a name for the spotlights that they were doing the show. And they came up with something very creative. They called it the Disney Lights. The name that I came up with was the Aurora Disney Alice, but they chose to just do the Disney Alice.
Oh yeah, that's when they did it.
I preferred the Aurora Disney Alice myself. In fact, I should probably just use that name for any lights that light our Disney trees.
Yes,
this is our Aurora Disney Alice.
You're right. They went from Believe There's Magic in the Stars to Remember Dreams Come True.
Oh, Remember Dreams Come True was an excellent show too.
That kind of went on and off, and they had a hybrid, and then they went for the 60th.
Yeah.
So they always did themed.
Now, in 1998, this is the day after the opening of Disney's Animal
Donna's
Kingdom.
here. Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi, Donna.
This is after the opening of Animal Kingdom, the day after. They ran a story in the Orlando Sentinel, and it was What a Day in the Kingdom. And it was a whole story. They were talking about how wonderful it was that they said there were very few glitches, the weather was perfect, and added the good news from federal investigators and splendid earnings report announcing that of a planned stock split. Could even Disney have scripted a day like this? The planets seemed in perfect alignment on Wednesday at Walt Disney World as they opened its fourth and largest theme park to a crowd of thousands who began arriving at the gates before dawn. And the first people in line received lifetime passes to the Disney parks. So that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, it was a huge success. And Animal Kingdom was a huge success.
On this day, 2004, Walt Disney World confirmed that It's a Small World would be closing for almost a year. And they did some major improvements on it. Hey, Little C family, great to see you. How you doing? Great channel there. I like Little C. They just recently came back and started doing getting more active with the community. I love it.
8K since the quarantine. Oh,
I know a couple. Animals? There have been a few animals that have that have been born. 2004, they were going to close It's a Small World. Now it reopened in 2005, almost a year later. And they included the white and gold clock in the queue area. They got rid of colorful lights that were there and everything. They made the clock look much more like California, which was the original Small World clock. And if you've never seen Small World clock in person, it's breathtaking for one thing. That facade is absolutely amazing. It's huge. And then the clock, every 15 minutes, rings. Little children come dancing out underneath the clock. And then the doors open up, you see toy soldiers, and then you see what I consider like one of the world's first digital clocks. Great clock. I love Small World clock. 2012, on this day, there was a presentation in Las Vegas at what they called CinemaCon. Pixar announced that the studio was going to be adding a new movie to their production schedule. And it was going to have a Dia de los Muertos theme. They didn't know what it was called at that time. Of course, we know that film is Coco.
It's a beautiful movie.
Beautiful film. Made me cry.
Oh, it's horrible.
Tell me, what Pixar film doesn't make me cry? Maybe Cars? Maybe Cars. Yeah.
Cars.
But
Brave didn't do it for me.
Yeah. Brave was okay. I liked it as Brother Bear.
Yeah.
They kind of had the same kind of a shared theme story plot there.
You're cuckoo for Coco.
Cuckoo for Coco.
Leave it to Okay, itchies and scratchies. Ugh.
So by the way, on our channel today, there are 2 new videos this morning. 2 new videos dropped. One at one at 9 a.m. Eastern, one at 10 a.m. The first one dropped at 9 a.m. was part of a bigger thing. Over 15 channels participated with this particular set of videos. It was the hashtag Quarantine Disney Recipe Party. Lots of fun. We made corn muffins from Whispering Canyon Cafe. So that video is loaded and up. If you have not watched it yet, give it a watch. And then if you make the recipe, let me know. Post pictures and hashtag it PTV in some way, like PTV Cooks or PTV Bakes. So just let us know that you've done that. Just tag us in the picture so that if you make those muffins, because I'd love to see people make those muffins.
I'm more cuckoo for cacao or cocoa than for cocoa. Yeah, I have to.
Pam, I agree.
Yeah, corn muffins are my new favorite thing. They are really good. They're more cakey because they have more flour than cornmeal, and that's why I like them. So they definitely taste like cornmeal because there's chunks of corn in it. So they're actually very delicious, and it's.
But yeah, go check that out. The recipe is included in the description of the video, so check it out. That's on Pepper Tree Villa. And another video that hit Pepper Tree Villa today was Life with Ben. Ben posts this video every week, and it always posts at 10 a.m. Eastern on Thursdays. This week, he does a French fries challenge. So he tries French fries from various restaurants.
Capital CYNTHIA. Thank you.
THIA? Is that what you said?
Capital CYN. THIA. Didn't I say that?
I think
capital
so.
Capital CYN.
Cynthia, thank you so much for the $1.99 super chat.
THIA. Did I not say that correctly?
I think you did. Rob saying hi to everyone.
Mr. Fuzzy's here.
Yeah, we love Rob Fuzz.
I'm going to make him
and you can't do your horn because you're looking at the chat.
I'm like...
Sorry, Rob.
Please not to use multiple letters and interferes with my speaker and text. Thank you.
So yeah, go check out Life with Ben on Pepper Tree Villa. There's a lot happening on these things. So yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate it.
And we do have more videos coming, I promise. Donna asked me to do an update on Keith the Pepper Tree, but we have not yet gone out to do the yard work. So now that the weather is nicer, we will probably be doing that, and we will be giving Keith a haircut. So I'll record that process of trimming Keith.
Yeah,
and I'll let you know about that one.
Our yard legs.
Yeah, Mar in Memphis says it's Pavlov's dog. More like Pavlov's Doug.
Yeah, our poor yard looks like our house is derelict. It needs some loving.
We have a wheat field growing out in front.
We need to mow it.
We do need to mow our lawn.
I like doing yard work. It's just need to do the yard work. We just need to set some time. And
yeah, we do. We do. So everyone, that's about all I have for today's. Yeah, Pavlov's Doug.
Yeah, Pavlov's Doug. You guys are so funny.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. Let's see what. Thank you, Mike. That's right. 1 week left to catch up to get your Lofi merchandise. But coming up on our page in our shop next week on April 29th and 30th, we have a 15% off sale on all of our merchandise. So save up. Go ahead and make your purchases at that point when you can save 15% on all your Lofi merchandise before Lofi melts away.
Show and tell? Do you want to see the tapestries again? Yeah. Do you want them up close?
That's all I have for news. Now, let me take the phone off the tripod and I'll give you a quick view of the
grand foyer of our Haunted Mansion
quick view of the tapestries. So here we go.
Yes, and the movie club's coming up because there's a duck in it.
Yes.
Okay.
So here we go.
Attraction poster.
Here's the attraction poster. Now notice that this one is specifically Haunted Mansion for Disneyland. See that house? That is the columns and things of like a plantation mansion kind of thing.
It's a southern plantation in Louisiana.
And there it is in horrifying sight and sound, New Orleans Square. And then the tapestries. Now notice the bats at the top, all the finials of the bar that keep that tapestry hung up. Those are the bats that you see on the chains as you stand in queue for the Haunted Mansion. And of course, just like the stretching portraits, there we go. Quicksand.
And then You flip it, there's a bar,
There's a bar here in the bottom.
and it's labeled, and they only made 999 of them.
Yeah. So yeah, of course it's copyright Disney, but there's the label. The Haunted Mansion Disneyland.
So there's only 999 of these made, and there's one of each.
I'm surprised no one's freaking out that you're not wearing your white gloves.
Well, I wasn't doing this so fast.
I have the jack of it. Oh, that's very good. And this is the, of course, the woman that is just sitting there holding a rose, but wait. Oh, look at that. She's sitting on top of a tombstone.
Yes, the finials did come with the tapestries and all the hardware. So here's the hardware and the finials.
So someone's asking, where are the white gloves? Little C family.
Yes, so here's the hardware. But this is what it is.
Jonathan says that the stretching portrait socks are cool, are good, if you can get them.
Yeah, they're hard to get.
Of course, here we have another one. Now, this one in particular, some of these things, I've actually seen costumes in the park, and I saw someone walking around. They had a barrel of dynamite, just like what this guy, and they did have the red and white striped shorts.
Did you guys get these at the Disneyland store? We actually got them on Disneyland, DisneyStore.com. They were part of the 50th anniversary merchandise collection. So it was only for the 50th anniversary.
And then here's the fourth one. And Doug had not put them up anywhere. We were waiting for the perfect place, the perfect wall. And when we got Pepper Tree Villa, this was just the perfect wall to hang tapestries.
And then everybody needs the actual.
And you know what?
attractions.
You're right, Lil C. They are amazing works of art.
Oh, they're.
Absolutely love these
And
tapestries.
then for what I want to do is just.
At Christmas time, the bats get little ribbons around their necks so that they're dressed festively.
They put little bows right there.
Disney Plus, baby. Aren't there more stretching portraits than 4?
No, there's only 4.
Only 4 in the traditional Haunted Mansion. They do 4 more, of course, for Haunted Mansion Holiday, but those are all themed to Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. And then there are 4 different ones, I believe, in Phantom Manor in Paris.
So if you look down here, there's just this one wall. I would like to get custom wallpaper done with the stripes that are inside the stretching room and just wallpaper just this one wall with the striped wallpaper and do custom wallpaper. But I need to find somebody and actually the money to do it because I think it'd be cool having this one wall just wallpapered with the exact same pattern that it is in the attraction.
Rob Fuzz is saying it's 8 days until your birthday.
I know it is. A week from tomorrow.
He's very excited about that.
I'm quarantine time.
Hey, Shelley, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you like the pictures. They're tapestries. Richard says,
good.
I'll send you my Amex, Doug.
Amex card.
That's great. So here we go. Here's a nice view from straight on. The stretching portraits that hang on the wall. These portraits are probably about 3 feet tall. Oh, Lil C, thank you so much for the wallpaper fund. They just gave us a $1.99 super chat.
Oh,
thank you so much.
It's like I think these are 3 feet. They're big.
They are big portraits, so we really love these
A lot
things.
of room for them.
Yeah, definitely. Oh wow! Well, everyone, both Little C family and Cynthia, Candy Mom 15. Thank you so much for the super
guys.
chats.
That's very kind.
very kind. We are going to go ahead and wrap things up here at Pepper Tree Villa for the Daily Dose today. Let me go ahead and flip this around. Hi, that's me. And then, yeah, some more collectible stuff.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the empty hook there on the wall is the artwork that I took
Yes.
down to show for the Daily Dose the other day. But yeah, this is one of Doug's junk store closets. So,
Well, I like my junk store closets. Maybe it's a light up. I think
so there we go. And then these are all his the Walt Disney collectibles.
Let's see.
He especially loves.
There it is. Lights.
Yeah, he especially loves Lion King, which is down here at the bottom.
And I remember for Christmas.
Yeah, he
And
loves
Haunted Mansion.
Nightmare Before Christmas too.
And Electrical Parade. This is when the Disney store actually had classic collectibles.
So there we go.
You just guys saw a part of our living room.
Yep, this is a part of our living room. And you can see me right there in the mirror. And there we go. Yep. And there's I'm sure Richard has one of those.
Of course he does.
the collectible light from the Main Street Electrical Parade. So,
We have a.
yeah, thank you so much. We do enjoy the collection. Doug is all about collections.
I like collections.
Yeah, he really does. Oh, thank you, Donna. Yeah, we really need to do show and tell again. It's been a while since we've done show and tell. So yeah, it's time.
And then I have my Mickey Dolly over here sitting on a chair with the 60th anniversary Mickey.
Here, yeah, this Mickey sits right here.
His 60th logo.
Wife is saying time for dinner. Oh, thanks, little C. We'll see you later.
With his diamond.
Thanks so much.
So yeah, that's our.
Yeah, there's Mickey. And then, of course, we've got a big fig right here on the floor with
puzzles.
with the jigsaw puzzles that I've been doing while
Thank you, Russ.
locked up in
I'm
quarantine.
excited for the forest again. Well, we've been talking about it. I have been online trying to find 2 new trees to buy.
That's what
I spent all day yesterday on.
show and tell would be awesome. Okay, yeah, no problem. We will definitely be doing
Yeah,
it.
the Susie Blue Coupe is cute.
Yes, the little blue coupe. There she is, Susie.
Casey Jr., the little tugboat.
Little toot. And then we talked about a store called Off the Page. This is actually a piece from Off the Page. It looks like the characters are jumping out of the comic strips.
No, that actually is a different one. That's off the page.
This
right
is
there.
oh sorry, this is Off the Page. This is the one.
That actually
So
is.
it looks like a drawing of Mickey, and he's actually coming.
Oh my God! You have the
off
little
the page.
Tube. Yes, I do. Richard. Casey Jr.
Yeah, we love Casey Jr. too. And then, of course, the Lion
More
King.
Lion King paraphernalia.
Oh, thanks, Alyssa.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, everyone.
Yeah, I'll let you
We
guys
really
go.
do.
It's
We do need to
3:30.
go. So thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
Yep, Doug's back there. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose. We'll be back tomorrow with another one at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, everyone, have a magical evening and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow with another edition of the Daily Dose. Bye.